Oh, perfect timing. Oh, it's number 8065. Pulling up, he's getting off the CSX Dayton District. Here we go to Queensgate Yard. SD40-2, 8065 and 8141. Double header. All covered hoppers on this train here as far as I can see. I can't really see around because of the buildings here. So this is all I can really show you right now. We're at the Heaton Street Railroad crossing heading towards North 5th Street, and I could see the side of the train when I was getting ready to get off of, let's see which road I was getting off of. I was getting off of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard when I could see the side of the train, could see where the road curves alongside the tracks. Looks like he's got a very big slow order through here. As you can see, some of the cars have a little bit of graffiti on them. A lot of trains are prone to people who like to spray paint trains, especially around little areas like this. And some of these cars have not even been touched, as you can see. I don't know what CAIX stands for, but I'll have to look it up on Google sometime. I don't know why he's going so slow, but I think he might be stopping. Got a refrigerator car along the north end of the train here, and there's more graffiti, as you can see. Well, he stopped just now, so I don't know what's holding him up. Of course, for railroad protocol, a crossing cannot be held up for more than 5 minutes, so hopefully he gets up and gets going soon. And there are people turning around, not waiting for the train to move from this crossing. One rule of protocol, though, when a train is stopped, never, never, never climb from one side of the train to the other, even if the street is on the other side of the tracks. That is dangerous protocol and illegal. If you were to climb on the car to the other side and the train would suddenly move, you could fall off. So remember, take it the safe way. Go to another railroad crossing if you need to. Never ever cross in between a train that's stopped. You know, I thought I just heard another train horn just west of town. I bet there's going to be another train coming through. So we'll see. I actually don't mind waiting at this crossing myself. Here comes Norfolk Southern. He's paralleling alongside CSX. 9627 NS AC 100 series 9283 9779. The D940CW-9. So he's just getting off the Newcastle District and crossing over the CSX Dayton District here. So as soon as he clears, this CSX train will continue on towards Queensgate Yard in Cincinnati. And then hopefully a little bit later we'll see Q360 heading up the track here. Oh, another friendly reminder. When coming up to multiple tracks, watch for a second train. So even if after one train passes on a multiple track grade crossing, always expect another train coming. Operation Lifesaver, safety first. Look, listen, and live. Here goes NS. So as you can see here, Norfolk Southern and CSX share this portion of this this currently busy track through here in Hamilton. I believe there were maybe 4 or 5 tracks at one point, but I have to check my rail history. Oh, here's Southern Pacific. So sometimes on these trains you'll see a lot of current railroads, and sometimes you'll see what's called fallen flags, railroads that are no longer in business. Okay, so he's getting ready to clear that area. So now this westbound train that's going to head up towards Eaton, Ohio, he's already clearing Hamilton. Got a rail box car manufactured by TTX, steel coil cars from NS, Project 3 thoroughbred, some UP, old Chicago Northwestern. Oh, got a cotton belt car, used to be SSW. Oh, I bet this one used to be a Grand Trunk Western car. Yeah, that's CN. That makes sense. Oh, Ferromex. Railroad that's down in southern portion of the United States. CSX. Ooh, BNSF. More TTX. More Canadian National. And graffiti. Hopefully I'll be seeing the end of this train anytime soon. And there's another Ferromex. In case you know what that word means in Spanish, it means Rail Mexico. And we've got a Norfolk Southern coming through. I thought it was going to be another Southern Pacific fallen flag. Oh, another Ferromex. Grupo Mexico. Yep. And wow, so many foreign railroads that you see. Oh, Canadian Pacific Railway. More CSX how tomorrow moves. And there's UP. Now he's picking up speed, so he's about to enter New Miami. So we should be seeing the end of the train anytime soon. Oh, there's another one. More NS. That's a lot of cars on this train. There's another one. Oh, and there's the end of the train. Hopefully this train will get moving anytime soon. Now all we can do is hope and wait for this train to move. Oh, I hear his brakes releasing, so he's gonna pull south any second now. Well, literally he's going westbound. Yep, there's his horn. Yep, there's his horn. Gives 2 longs, and he should be moving any second now. And this is a reason why you do not try to cross between a stopped train. This crossing's been holed up for about more than 5 minutes now, but that's train traffic for you. So now he's, see, oh, Kid Friction was trying to get a hold of the train. Now, if you don't know what Kid Friction means, look up a video called Big Tim. It's about Timken roller bearings back in the days. And see, the jolt of that train was just so powerful, it made these couplers jostle a little bit, as you can see. There are equal and opposite forces, just like what I learned in science class. And the same thing goes to railroading. So yeah, he's picking up speed. He's going to head on down the Queensgate Yard, and then he'll do right-hand running when Q360 comes up. Oh, another thing to keep in mind too, even if there's a lot of traffic that's sometimes slow on this route, and sometimes if a train will stop unexpectedly, one thing to never ever do is when the lights are flashing and the gates are down, never ever drive around closed gates. When it's a tie at the crossing, you lose. It's better late than never. Like, for example, if you're running late for a meeting, always plan ahead next time so you don't run into delays such as this, or traffic delays. Because besides, safety is always number one. Always number one when it comes to railroading. Never, ever, ever take a risk of a train. It can take more than a mile for a train to come to a complete stop. And he's slowing down again. Looks like he's got another stopping order or a slow order. But with this train being so heavy, as you can see here, if this train was going 55 miles an hour, it could take more than 2 football fields to come to a complete stop. Which is the reason why, for every distance on the line, there's always a signal on each line. And I think we're seeing a little bit of classic CSX here, the old... I think it's still current, I don't know. But aside from the graffiti, I can see the yellow and blue. Now there's another one behind it. Also wanted to note that the Dayton District line he's getting off of, there's a CSX line up at Trenton, Ohio. It's a little bit, it's east of the crossing near 7 Mile, Ohio. And that's the line that he's getting off of to get into Cincinnati. He'll access Queensgate Yard in Cincinnati. You know, we got some covered hoppers, some trash cars. Sometimes you'll see trash at the end of every freight train here. Here comes a lumber car. I don't know what PINX stands for. Oh, we got a Soo Line car coming. Here comes CP, Canadian Pacific. Lots of CP cars. I wonder if these were cars that are coming out of Chicago by any chance, or just ended up on almost any random train in the United States. Got a Soo Line. Okay, here's another one I don't recognize real well. It says NOKL. Wonder what that stands for. Here comes some more Canadian Pacific. And yet another Soo Line car from the Soo Line days. Oh yeah, there's nothing quite like classic Conrail. Coil shield. Conrail was founded in 1976, taken over by NS and CSX in 1999. Oh, and I believe I see NYC car. And there's the end of the train. And there are some people that didn't want to wait for the gates to go up. Always expect multiple trains at this crossing. So remember, wait until the gates go completely up and the signals have stopped activating, and then it is safe to cross. Wow, I didn't just realize this until now. Here's the train going over the bridge. They're going over Norfolk Southern's track. You can still see the flat cars here right now. I am currently on North 6th Street at the corner of High Street and North 6th Street here in Hamilton. And there's the rest of the train going along here. And there's the Conrail cars I was telling you about just a couple minutes ago. Coil shield. New York Central Railroad and the Pennsylvania Railroad merged in 1968 to form Penn Central. That lasted for 8 years, and then Conrail was formed in 1976. Conrail was later taken over by NS and CSX in 1999. Just a little bit of rail history for you. So that's all I have for videos for right now. I'm going to wait on CSX Q360 to come up in a little while. Until then, thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel, NS Steampunk, for trains and much more. And with that being the end of the train, that also marks the end of this video. So until then, Tower 93, over and out.